Welcome back to the channel, guys. Going to continue on the VT Commodore over here. A bit of a series on the rust. I'm taking care of the rust on each vehicle if and when I can. So I'll bring the Commodore out in the sun and walk you through what I'm about to do. Terminal's a bit loose there, Dozer. Just give it a bit of a tighten for me, mate. All good to go now? Contact. What are you doing to me, Dozer? Note to self, fix terminals. Change terminals. Make them better. Beautiful cold start. Where these go. What I'm up to is patch number 2, I think it is. So in here, I don't know if we can get a good view of that. I'm going to take care of that. I've just got to get a light torch. Okay, just let me bring the sun in here. So that's what we're working with. That there. So I'm going to try and cut that out and patch it. Now it's near the glass there, which is going to be interesting for one, and how far it goes I don't know, but I'm going to patch it and it should stabilise for quite some time anyway until I can get to it down the track. So that's what I'm going to do. Now here's the other thing, cutting into here, you're going to put iron filings everywhere, guaranteed, because we're in a humid area, regardless if it was in cover or undercover I should say, the iron filings are going to go everywhere, all over everywhere, they just do. Okay, then the moisture in the air is going to settle, and like these little bits of garnet, I don't know if you can see these bits of garnet in the video, they're basically rock. They're not going to do anything now, they're a gem sort of thing, sorry, here. But if they were iron filings, the next morning or within hours they'd start sticking to the paint, and then they'd start, you'd have them in the joint here somewhere, and then they're going to cause the same issue, something like here. So this is probably a stone chip, so I've got to do that as well. I'll probably just grind that and weld it and then grind it again flat. Here's another one. So these are probably just stone chips, or someone dropping shit on there, and then they create rust out. So that's what I'm going to do. Start on that. Now to stop the iron filings, I'm going to put a can't see it. Here we are. I bought a cheap tarp for I think $10, and I'm going to cover what I can. Put a fan down this end possibly where there's no tarp, and help blow all the crap that way, and see if that's any good. So that's the plan. And with the tarp, it's only a cheap one, don't really want to do it, but I'm going to put a cut in it over my patch and tape that down and stop filings getting anywhere majorly. One cheap tarp, and see how we go. What am I going to use? Hopefully you can see this. I don't know if it's in the right light or not. That might be better. So this is a small Dremel. Okay, so that goes into a, as the name says, and I'm not sponsored by any of these tools. Wish I was, but I'm not. That's a little cutting wheel. It locks in here, so you can take this wheel off. It's got like a little spring lock, and you can take that off to replace it. Goes into the drill, so in case I need to. I don't know how good that's going to go on this type of metal. It is really thin. And I found one of these cutting wheels, so I'm going to use an air tool. Okay, so that goes into there, and I can variable the speed, or I can put this in the drill bit as well. And I might actually, little tip guys, is you grind one edge. If this is going to spin in the tool, you can grind one edge a little bit flat, or 2 or 4 sides if you want. So that'll go into there, tighten up, and it's going to spin that way, which means the filings are going to go that way. So I should put the tarp realistically that way and put the fan down that end. Anyway, I'll set that up in a minute, see what so that's the tools I'm using, me dribbling on. This here, it is a 2-piece, so screwdriver in there, and this undoes, and well, I'll show you while I'm here. It comes off. So you've got to have this the correct way, with that label down or up. I've got to double check. Well, the guy I bought it from, the guy did put the label down, so that's what I'm going to do. For now, as it was, it's got no guard, so you've got to be bloody careful that you don't lose a finger. And I'm going to have protective glasses on, of course, so take your time, be careful. Wear gloves if you've got a. You don't want to lose an eye or a finger. Now, which way is this going to spin? So it's actually going to kick. It's going turning that way. Bottom's kicking that way, so I'll put my big fan down over here, and it should blow any crap away, and hopefully go on any of my other cars. Yeah. Okay. Well, the air compressors come back on, but where is it? Somewhere here. I'm going to mark it with a pen, and then I can put a cut and make enough of a gap, tape it all up, and then I can proceed to do my cutting and etc. So put that there. See any of this, where the best position's going to be, something like that. It just feels wrong, cutting the perfectly good tarp. Let me know in the comments if you would do this differently, or not be as overly concerned as I am to what happens to the rest of the car. Okay, I'm happy with that. Happy with that for sure. And there's the old compressor again. Don't need that. This blue tape I've got is actually automotive tape for masking up paint jobs on your car and that. It's really good, a bit compared to the white masking tape. This won't sort of really stick and bake onto the panel if you have it out in the sun for too long. So yeah, it's really good, and it's a lot more pliable, or malleable. It's a good word. Okay, so I want enough to. There's there. That's good. And what I'm trying to do is I don't want any metal filings down there, so I'm going to really pack this with tape, and even have some doubled over so the filings can stick to the tape, if that makes sense, because you don't want anything going down where you can't get it. Like I was saying, that's going to start rusting down into the Bermuda Triangle. What am I doing here? Let's just tear some more. Now what would be good is if I could keep this profile, if I could cut that one piece out. Getting down in here with a tool is just, yeah, it's not going to happen really, but this top profile is the most important one that I want. So I'll put the fan on, it's going to get noisy now, and see how I go with my cutting tool, and see what happens. Earplugs, a mask, and I'm going to get some glasses. Oh, didn't tighten that up. So now I've got to cut on an angle, and I've got no tools that are going to do it without cutting too much metal. So I end up putting small drill holes along my cuts, and then working it through with the pliers. Let's see that in there. Just trying to drill the holes and then wiggle it out or snap it, get most of it. keep a good profile. That is the plan. So I have no choice here, but I've got to go on a slight angle. My friends, get my fat head out of the way. I think that's, yeah, that's moving. So, ta-da! There we go. Very good. That's gold. That's my template now. And I can die grind into there, pretty sure. And any filings that go in there, yeah. What do you do? I don't know. Spray a heap of something in there. Don't know. To stop it from rusting out further. Vacuum cleaner. Anyway, that's good. And I think I got the bulk of the rust. So it's pretty good metal. A little bit of pitting through there, but I should be able to get some rust killer into there. Step one. Good. And now we have this little tool. You get this type, and then you get ones with like a ball type head. So I should be able to get in here, clean that up for my little patch. Now I found this bit of angle, bit of channel, sorry, very close to the what I need, so I'm going to cut that out and see how close we are. Saved me doing a radius. So I've got my little patch made up to go in there. I sprayed some oil and whatnot down in there for any filings that might be down there. Let me give the back of this a bit of a spray. And I've put this nail here, welded this nail on, so this small bit wouldn't disappear on me and start again sort of thing, so I can pull that off at the end or grind it off. So that's the progress. Whoa! For tonight. For tomorrow. I've put a damp cloth around here just to stop any sparks. I probably should get a bigger one actually. I might do that just to protect the tarp a little bit and then the paint underneath. Okay, so I've got damp towel. Hopefully it's damp enough. Soon find out, to stop any fires and going through the tarp.
Yeah. We on a mission. Ready?
I'll clean this up, guys, and I'll come back. Alright guys, so what I've done, it's not real pretty. It's not a concourse car restoration or anything. I'm doing the best I can. So I've used this attachment to get in right in nice and steady, just a little bit by a little bit, and ground it back as flat as I could. And then on the front here, the heavier bits I've gone over with this this grinder type here. Okay, it's air operated and you can really adjust the speed. And now I've got a flappy wheel. I'm going to hit it with a flappy wheel. It's a brand new one, just to take a bit of the burrs off and everything, and any dips and waves, make it a lot flatter. And the idea is then I'll spray it with, not sponsored by these guys, but it's a primer. With that, let that cure, and then I'll put a light skim of body filler over the whole lot, and then I can address the top with primer and paint later. There's a little bit of a valley in there, but I'll be able to feather that out with the body filler. It's only a little bit I need, and all these pinholes, instead of me trying to blow it out and make it worse, I'm just got a bit of foot filler in there. So I'll clean that up and give it a coat. It's got a bit of 400 grit. It's gonna okay, so I've got some is it wax and grease remover. Give that a bit of a wipe down. I'll tape it up and give it a bit of a spray, and happy days for today. That's what I'm using. Don't know if it's best, but it's epoxy enamel, and it's very light hits just to seal it. Now I'll bring you guys back when I'm going to put some light filler on it. Alright, so today I'm going to sand out. Got a bit of paint blistering there. Is that? There it is. So I'll feather that out. So I'm using, can't really see it, I'm using, oh there we are, 240 grit, just to sand back where I'm going to put the filler. Okay, got this is what I'm going to be using. Car filler, Bondo, automotive filler they call it. I know about using filler. You'll see inside here there's the main ingredient, and then we add this red tube. We add a little bit, and this is a hardener or a catalyst to make it go off. So you don't want a great deal. The temperature, if it's really hot, guys, you're going to find that this will go off really quick if you use too much hardener. So you just want a little bit, okay? So you can experiment. If you don't give yourself enough time, when you're applying it with the applicator, with an applicator like this, it's just going to go all like lumpy porridge, and it's going to be terrible. You have to take it all off, grind it all back and start again. So you want to get rid of all the air bubbles, have no lumps, mix it well and thoroughly, and then apply it. So you can have time to apply it and then let it cure. So I'll grab a screwdriver and open this. I'll put you down here again. There you can see what's going on. So try and get nothing inside your filler, no contaminants. Okay, so there we have that. Put that somewhere safe. And it is, poof, it's got a distinct waft to it, let's say. Okay, I don't need a great deal. Make sure your applicator's nice and clean as well. So you can use a paint scraper and really get any old rubbish off. Because if you don't have this clean, it's going to make a shit job basically. So I'm going to get a little bit, because I don't need a lot. And different putties, or some are really thick, and then some are a bit thinner, or what's the word, runny. So I don't need a heck of a lot. I'm going to go with that, put my lid back on. Shake these up, I just remembered, I haven't done this for a while, but you want to sort of get, it'll be thick and then it'll be runny as well, like honey. So you want to give this a bit of a squish around so it's consistent inside. So that's all I'm going to go with. Get all that air out, and you want to get it all thoroughly mixed. And let's go out to the car. Hopefully, if I've put too much harder in, it's going to go off really quick. And I've got a pretty hot light on the panel, so this is where I'm applying it. So show you what I should have showed you before and after, but anyway. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. That's as good as I'm going to get it. It's controlled. It's not the best job, but that's where I've got it to. Wax and grease remover. There's the tin. Right. There we go. Wax and grease remover on the rag. Give it a really good clean. So as you can see, there's the junk that come off. Clean it, tape it, and then spray paint it. Now the wind changes direction. Just for dusting. Wind's changed direction. So just a light dusting. I'll let that flash off. So the that's got to be better here, over here. So that's the piece I cut out originally. That's going to help there. So it hadn't let go a great deal underneath except for where my finger is. So that's the end result. That's the piece came out. It's not perfect, but it's all sealed now. So I'll clean this rubber up and put it back on, and I'm going to give it a really good pressure clean to get any iron filings. Give it a bit of a bath, then I can go on to the next ones. And if you do have Commodore, guys, check here. So that's completely gone. Looks like it was through here, and there was a rubber grommet here. So I presume this is where they pull these out and then they spray them for rust proofing. This one's completely gone. On the driver's side, same things happened. Whether the window seals have leaked through here, water sat in there, I'm not too sure. The back ones aren't as bad, but the front ones are. And yeah, so I've had this under the tarp for quite a few years, but if it hadn't started along, you know, it's nearly 30-year-old, this car. So just check there, guys, check your grommets and you'll find if it hasn't gone too far. So I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I might have to cut across, open it up and see what's in behind, how far it's spread. Alright, stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Those who have subscribed, liked, as usual, give it a thumbs up if you want, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.